button. There's no intro. There's no welcome to Best Day in Booking.
You don't have your dancers anyway, so it doesn't even matter. We can do sound effects.
I can play it right now.
Oh, just hit it. Yeah. Hit it. Now that would. Welcome to Happy Hour, brought to you by Best Damn Bookkeeping. I was gonna say stuff, and then he played it, and then just cut me right off. Cut me off, please. Trevor's in the house. Get my volume dialed in over here.
What up, fellas?
Trevor Steele, Comet Lighting in the house. We got Michael Gregory, Click Call, Sell, Dan Plata, Best Damn Bookkeeping. You heard. It's that time of year, dudes. It is that time of year. I feel I'm curious your guys' mojo, your vibe, but I feel like going into the holidays, even though I'm not that, like, in our bookkeeping business, I'm not that busy. I feel like I'm like dragging, and maybe it's like the lack of vitamin D as the days get shorter. And this time of year, we get really busy. I mean, like, we were laughing. Somebody yesterday had told me, like, yeah, I'll try to get time with you tomorrow. And Katie, one of my account managers, was on it, and she just laughed. She's like, haha, that's funny. Get time on your schedule tomorrow. And then I pulled my schedule up on the screen, and it was from 6:30 a.m. until this show was done. And then I got my kids. It's just like boo 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 boo. It's just nonstop. I'm gonna turn into Trevor Steele. I'm gonna need a bucket under my desk to take a pee into. You know, I have to do that.
That was between us, Dan. That was between us.
No, it wasn't. It was live on a podcast. Wait, you're right, though, because nobody was listening. So you're right. So it still is.
Claws involved?
Yeah, there could have been White Claws involved. But hey, we hung in there. It was a great episode. With or without the peeing in the bucket as we went, it was great. That's it. But I get, like, even the busyness is contagious, and I know we don't want to be like proud of being busy, but it's exciting because it feels like we see it over and over again. Just movement the activity creates good shit. And I don't know a better way to put it than that, but like moving and doing shit creates more movement and doing shit. And it's like self-perpetuating. Sitting still creates drag. Like, good things don't happen when you're waiting and sitting still. They happen when you're moving and grooving. And even if you're screwing up, like, good things still happen as a result, oftentimes from screw ups. So I'm just like feeling that. I'm pumped right now. I like these days of like nonstop. You can't do it forever, but it's fun. And then we'll go on a fishing trip later. But like, it's really fun to get in there and just go hard and just crank. Do you guys feel, is that like a seasonal thing? Are you guys feeling that, or is it just me and my nerdy finance during tax season time?
Go ahead, Mike.
Did you get my K1 yet?
No, but I did tell Jeff can't just wait forever. Your books are done. Hirely Chill's books are done. We're good.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, so I think it's going to be different for Trevor and somebody that owns a seasonal home service company and support. So like, you think about service and support. It's all a big partnership, right? Where you and I, Dan, are on the support side. Service is lagging a little bit. So everybody wants to get their bookkeeping set up fresh for the year because their CPA is probably yelling at them, right? Or website, Google, everything kind of just lined up and ready to go for the season, because it's just like missing a season when you're a seasonal home service business. If you don't have the techs hired, the equipment ready to go, then you're going to miss. And if you miss it, it could cost you tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars. So yeah, you and I are slam danced right now. Trevor's just in the preparation mode and finding people like us that he trusts that can help him get to that next level.
Nailed it. Yeah, I think I have this philosophy about life, and it's actually biblical. So maybe it's not my philosophy at all. It goes back pretty far. But,
I like it.
But life is about, ebb and flow, right? We have tides for a reason. It's like, if your mind and your soul and body are telling you that you're exhausted and you need a break, that's it. You need a break, and you should listen to that. But man, when it's go time, you just go, and that's where I'm at right now. I'm in grind mode. I'm trying to launch a new LLC, a new YouTube series, and all this stuff, and run 2 other businesses at the same time. And it's crazy. But if I didn't have that that break, that holiday break you were talking about, to prepare mentally, I wouldn't have been able to get through it. So it's just kind of how it goes for me.
Sprints, man.
Sprints.
It is funny. It's like we oftentimes say like running a business is a marathon, but it's not the same pace, right? Like I'm saying, it's a thing that gets said. It's a marathon, not a sprint. But I think when we say it in that nomenclature, it's meant to say like, hey, you don't need to win tomorrow, right, to be a successful business. Like it's a long road of screwing up and tripping up and like making mistakes better and better and better.
More about patience than effort, right?
Yeah,
we're discussing effort. That the saying is about patience, being patient.
Oh, that's a good breakdown. Is that biblical? Is that some biblical shit right there?
No.
Oh,
not that one.
Just some Trevor.
The Book of Trevor.
Yeah. Call me Pastor Steele from now on, please.
I love it. That's
or his gracious one.
No, good.
Not that. That's just weird.
That's stupid. Yeah, that try
Daddy.
again.
You can call me Daddy, Dan.
Digression here. Skip, my GM, and I were on a call with a client, and he had like two office people in behind him, and he got up to go do something, and he came back to the community. He's like, "All right, Daddy's back," and like it's clearly like a joke within his office. God, it was so funny. They were all laughing so freaking hard. I was like, that's when you know you have the right culture, when you're like joking around with your team, like, all right, Daddy's
exactly.
back. I gotta.
If it was crickets after he made that statement, then something's not right.
Then the vibe is like, oh my God, he actually thinks this is like.
I can say with absolute certainty that under no circumstance would I ever say Daddy's back in any sort of meeting where my team was involved.
No way.
Ever.
No way.
It's not Michael. That's just not a Michael thing. That is,
I would just be afraid because he takes one disgruntled employee that has 15 references of Daddy, and you're done. You're done.
I could see Trevor doing it. I feel like Trevor could pull that one off, but it would be when him and his admin team are present, and so Ashby would just be like, "Shut up and get back to work." Is probably how that would go down.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. His nod was from experience of like, yeah, when I did it today, this is how it went. This is exactly how it went.
Yeah, at lunch actually.
Yeah. I've got a new game to play, boys. We have a new segment. I'm excited. I've got 4 out of the 5 of the things we need to do done. So I need to do a 5th one probably while you guys are answering the first one. I'll get the 5th one set up. But before we get to the fun and games, because it is go time, I think we've all probably observed home service business owners kind of getting lazy this time of year, and they rest instead of preparing and doing the shit Trevor's done. And so I think it's important that even if they don't know what they should be working on, we can use the next 20 minutes to give them the to-do list of like, get these wheels in motion, because if you wait until February, March, you start to be behind. And it's so imperative in the home service space that you start the year fast and strong and don't leave money sitting on the table. We're running seasonal businesses. Windows are short. Get it while the getting's good, and go make it happen. So we can kind of like go round robin. I know you guys will have plenty in your catalog of experiences of what you guys have worked on in your slow seasons. One of them that we did this year, and if you haven't already done this, it's not too late, but you have to get after this real quick, is changing your operating system. I always talk about that. Like, you can't change your CRM system or your FSM, whatever the hell you want to call it. You can't change it during the season. Maybe if it's like you and a helper, you could, but you're going to be too busy anyway. Like, you don't change the tires on your car while you're driving down the highway. Don't change your operating system while you're like running into the busy season. You've got a little bit of time left. If you've been shopping them, pick one. If you're not sure, don't pull a Rob and try them all. Like, go with the one that makes the most sense and commit to it until next year. We have done that. We switched CRMs. We started doing it in the fall. We've fully integrated it now, and now we're fast. So like, we picked the fall to do it in our business because fall is pretty slow. People aren't talking to their bookkeepers a lot in the fall. They're trying to finish their season strong, and now they start shopping around bookkeepers and talking about tax stuff. So I'm glad we got it done when we did, because now we're full speed. We don't love it, frankly. Like, we're paying a lot more for it. We don't love it, but it's the CRM we're using for the next year because we ain't going to switch again while we're running, full speed down the highway. So that's one that immediately comes to mind. I'm living it now. I'm thankful we did it when we did it because there's no way in hell we could pull off implementing it now that we're full speed. Trevor.
Yes, sir.
Give us one.
I have a feeling that Michael's going to crush this answer, so I'll keep it short on my end.
No, do it. I was going to not give the answers that you guys gave and then just talk until you told me to shut up. So go.
Well, this time of year, I always focus on my marketing plan, my marketing action plan, I think is what Michael calls it, the map. It's really, for me, I have ADHD. I have to be very intentional and organized in order to follow the system, or the system doesn't happen. Nothing happens, right? So if I don't have literally on my calendar, like this week, you need to send the email about gutter guard installations, and next week you need to do this. Like I am very intentional about mapping that out so that me and my team, whoever it is that's assigned that specific job, know what, when, and where. So that's one thing that I focus on. Another is expenses. I always spend some time cutting expenses this time of year for obvious reasons. The cash flow slows down until March, and so we want to get very intentional about that. It's a good opportunity to do it. And also I rest my mind and my brain, and I just get ready. I focus on fixing the small problems, the little things. And that's it. Get ready for the season.
Love that.
Michael.
I got 3 things. I'll go a long time. You just tell me to stop talking. The first one is seasonal businesses. If you own
let's do this. Let's do this.
All right, that's enough. That's enough. We're going to move on now.
Yeah, what the hell are we listening to the Zig tell a story over here? Jeez Louise.
I didn't even get started. I said seasonal businesses, and you stopped me. Like I literally said 2.
You did great. No, you did great.
Do one of them, and then we'll kind of keep going round robin until we exhaust.
Okay, great. Yeah, I love that. So marketing perspective, I use another acronym called ACE: Anticipate, Capitalize, Extend. I talk about it a lot in videos and coaching, etc.
Do you have a notebook full of acronyms? Like, how do you keep track of all these damn things? Like, you always have
when you make it up, when you invent it, it's pretty easy. It's sticky. Like, you're really proud of it. Like, I invented that.
Can you mute Dan's microphone for us, please?
I'm interrupting.
I can't.
I got 7 words that time. All right. So seasonal business, pest control, exterior cleaning, landscaping, whatever. If you're seasonal, ACE really works well for you. So it's anticipate, capitalize, extend. How many times, if you've owned your business for more than a handful of years, Trevor, I'm sure you'll resonate with this, where you missed the season. You didn't market early enough. You didn't hire quick enough. You didn't get your equipment ready to go fast enough. You just weren't prepared for the season. And so 3-4 weeks early in the season can ruin the whole year. Why? Because the whole goal is to get to capacity, right? You make a goal, you create a goal. And if we don't get to capacity really quickly, then we're just fighting the whole year. Because when demand outpaces supply, which usually in the spring that happens, it's really easy to fill up our schedule. It gets more difficult when we go into summer, when demand starts to slip. It's hard to outpace our capacity. And so mining your database early in the season is critically important because it gets all the customers who already know, like, and trust you, who've already done business with you, to have priority scheduling, exclusivity, some way to get them motivated to work early in the year so that you can outpace demand, fill up capacity, and then you're just maintaining, because you don't have to outsell capacity. You just have to maintain capacity, which is a heck of a lot easier to do. So mine your database is probably the number one thing I'd suggest everybody doing. And if you're not sending out monthly, semi-monthly newsletters, SMS, or whatever it could be, start to do that now. And don't always focus on buy. Add value, be funny, be creative. Just find ways that you can just keep your clients engaged and top of mind.
Dig it. Here's one that I think I had this call like twice today, and it was pay per performance. There's still a lot of companies out there that are paying hourly or aren't sure of the way they like to pay. And the best time to try to change pay systems is when you're slower, because you have more time to like calculate it retroactively, and you have more time to talk to a team about it and make sure, like, as you're ramping up and bringing new employees on, that they are brought up in the pay scale, like the pay system that you want. More and more people are switching to pay per performance. You should. If you're not thinking about it, you ought to be thinking about it. There's some nuance to it, and it's important that you get your shit right. So if you don't really know what you're doing, talk to somebody that does to help you like build it and set it up. There's a lot of different ways to do it. There's not a right way to do it necessarily, but there are wrong ways to do it, where if you like pay too much, you're kind of screwed and you're handcuffed to it. It's really hard to reduce pay after you've like used too high of a percentage, or there's job ticket hour mechanisms, whatever. I think that, and then alongside of that, just bonus and compensation strategies, like so that people have upside and clear expectations. A thing that I said today on one of the calls, I think Trevor was on the, I don't remember if you were still on, but one of the guys on the Landscape Lighting Secrets call was asking about like, hey, I switched to pay per performance, and yeah, like we're doing a lot more, but now I have this customer mad because we did a $20,000 job in a day, right? And yeah, like that will happen. Your customer gets mad because they think you're supposed to be there for a long time, but only because you never set the expectation of like, we're fast, right? Yeah. It's always expectations. You change something in your business, that client probably signed up before you changed the way you pay your employees. Now, when you talk about your business, you're going to talk about it different. You're going to talk about how efficient you are. Like, we ain't going to be here long. We're going to do an awesome job, and you're going to appreciate how fast we get this done. Not, hey, you paid me 20 grand and I was only here for a day. You won't care about that because I already told you you're hiring us because of how ridiculously fast we are, and that you won't have to worry about us being here for a whole week, sticking around your property and being an inconvenience to you. Like, you're going to change the way you set expectations. So I think it's so important, whether it's pay structures or sales processes, that you're doing that work now, because when you start talking to clients, when the phone starts ringing and you start doing recruiting on the employee side, it's all about setting the right expectation, and you can't just wing it, right? You got to know what your game plan is. Now's the time.
Yeah. And you're hiring now, right? You're getting ready for the new season. You're gearing up. If you hire somebody at an hourly rate and then 2 months later or 30 days later, you're like, oh, by the way, we're switching to this, they're going to be like, oh, wait a minute.
I didn't want to sign up for
yeah. So I totally agree with that. I'll tell you what, man, lights was difficult for us to switch to pay for performance.
Mm-hmm.
But we pulled it off, and we did it by splitting up percentages of the available commission. So I think it breaks down to 70% of the available commission goes to the install and 30% goes to the takedown. And I'll be honest with you, I was really nervous about it because I know how fast takedowns can be.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't sure they were going to make enough money, but the fact that it's so fast, that's what makes it possible for them to make more money. So It worked out really well for us, that 70-30 split. They're making about the same per hour, because that's the only metric that really matters to me on the labor side. They're making about the same amount per hour for the takedowns as they were for the installs. So if you're thinking about switching, go to the 70-30 split for your install takedown, and it works pretty well. Hard to communicate, hard to explain, hard to track. Yes, but worth it.
We had done like 15% in total for a lighting, and 10% goes to the install and 5% goes to the takedown. So it ended up being 2/3, 1/3. So like 67%, 33%. So it's like in the same ballpark, and kind of same thing. It's like, it's not quite perfect, but nothing's perfect. It's pretty damn fair, and it gets pretty close. Yeah, pretty close to
and if you lean a little heavy just before Christmas, right? Isn't that good? Don't you want that? Don't you want your team going into Christmas with a little extra cash on the bank?
Yeah.
So
yeah, they feel good about it.
Yeah.
Beauty.
Yeah, man.
What else we got? Got another one? Who's got another one? Michael's over there. I know he's
got... talking about hiring, so I'll go to that one. We'll do the marketing one last. We have a mutual client. I don't know if we'll say Raymond. Raymond, total badass.
I talked to him this week, and we were just smiling at each other.
Probably your pay for performance. Like, we talked about that for 30 minutes this morning. One of the things we talked about too was his hiring flywheel, right? So he's got hiring going. Indeed, got an automation going on, and he said, I'm spending $5 a day. What if I just all year long spend $5 a day on this? And when I don't want to hire somebody, what do I do? Right now, I've got an automation like the must-haves. You have to have a driver's license, pass a background check. And then if those things are true, just get on my calendar or admin's calendar to meet us. What do I do when I don't need somebody? So he's like, we just switch the automation from these must-haves to schedule a calendar to, hey, we're full right now, but we're looking for A players that would want to join our team and our culture. If you're interested in getting put on the wait list, let us know. Send us your email, and we'll put you on our list. people are just signing up. So now he's just building a list of people that asked to be put on that list. So when they are hiring, he'll have an endless amount of people. So now he's got $150 a month to having people every single day applying on Indeed. And he had dozens of people applying so far in the last week or so, just with having that strategy deployed.
Permission marketing, right? Seth Godin. That's they're signing up to be sold to, basically. They're expecting it. So at some point when you do reach out, it's almost like that expectation of, oh yeah, I kind of thought you would reach out at some point. It sets them up to make that decision and join more likely.
So I say,
good book.
Always be recruiting. ABCs.
Always be recruiting.
I was just talking to Sean. I think he's mad at me.
What's that? What'd you do?
I haven't gotten back to him. I've been slacking. I got a hiccup in the video part of the intro or the sign up.
There you go.
I'll get
that baby fixed.
Sorry, Sean.
I just pulled 3 people off of my bench. This is my next one. Is why you need to always be recruiting and why right now is the time. Is I pulled 3 people off my bench, technically 4, but the one gal had taken a job in November. So she's staying there, but still in contact with her. All 4 of these people, by the way, are like part of a list of people I've interviewed over a year ago. Like I've been in communication with these people for over a year. She was great. She will be great when she joins our team. She's gonna be awesome. Just this timing didn't work out, but I will continue to stay in touch with her and figure out when the time is right. The other 3 guys all had to make moves to come. One of them dipped his toes in and decided our pay wasn't enough. That's all right. And he and I had a very honest conversation about it. And he's like, I just can't swing it. And I was like, that's fine. Like, I'm not going to pay you more than what I pay anybody else on our team. Like, if that's what you're asking. He's like, no, I just we need to have this honest conversation. And like someday when it works for me, like I'm going to do this. And I'm like, we'll be here. The 2 other guys, one already started and is like getting up to speed. One is starting in a couple weeks. And I think it's so important that we have that availability to like pick from the cherry on the top instead of having to like dumpster hire, as I call it, when you hire somebody that you just recruited and you're hiring them because they're good enough and they're in front of you right now. But it also speaks to the thing I want to remind everybody about, which is January and going into February is the best labor market of the year. It is not about hiring right now. It is just about doing what Ray is doing and building your list. You need to build your list so that when you need people, you know who you're going to call first. You need to start building relationships. You don't want to recruit when it's time to hire people. If you wait till then, you're always going to hire average people because you're hiring the first person that's in front of you that's good enough because you need people. You waited till you needed them. It's way better to build the relationship in advance. Like I said, I had 4 people that I had interviewed over a year ago. And they joined interviews since then to like keep in touch. And I know they want to come work for me. And I think that's super important is like build that bench, build those relationships so you don't get caught in a pickle because our businesses always get shut down. Shut down's the wrong word. Our businesses are so susceptible to a lack of capacity. If all of a sudden 2 people on our team quit, our ability to make money goes ridiculously down. Like we are so at the mercy of our capacity. And so if you lose some people, which you will, it happens. And they tend to quit in pairs a lot of times. Like me and my buddy are quitting, right?
Yeah, they get the courage.
Yeah, you have to be ready. You have not, hopefully it doesn't happen, but like it will. You're in there. You're going to hire some of the wrong people and you will get hung out to dry. You need to protect yourself. You need to protect your clients that are expecting your work to get done. And you need to protect their coworkers who otherwise have to pick up all the slack and deal with the shitty employees. You need to be able to fire the shitty employees and protect their coworkers. So start building your list now. And I'm saying that, and I'm putting my money where my mouth is because Nikki boosted my ads today to do Tuesday and Thursday. I call them reverse interviews for me, but 10 people every Tuesday, every Thursday. After we filter, like I want 500 applicants. That's kind of always my threshold is go until we get 500. That probably means, I mean, but it's cost nothing, right? It costs like a few $100 this time of year. If you wait until May, 500 applicants will cost a lot. If you do it now, it's like a few $100, depending on labor market. And I'm not going to interview 500 people.
My market, That'd be expensive.
That'd be expensive, but maybe 100
We don't
people.
have that
And
many
I'm not geographically constrained either, right? Like I'm recruiting across the U.S. But maybe 100 to 200 people actually make it through that, like the filtering process at Hire Lead Chill. So I'm not going to interview 500 people. Their process is going to weed it down to the 100 to 200 that I should invite to a group interview, and then all I need to do is show up when Nikki puts them on my calendar. So I'm doing it. Y'all got to do it too. Get your recruiting going. Recruiting.
I'll tell you, man, this time of year, we talked about that earlier. It's easy
and
for me to,
as Jai put on the screen here, get your bookkeeping going too. Yeah, we do
There you go.
bookkeeping. Best damn. That's what we do.
it's so easy to get overwhelmed this time of year, and we get, like all the spreadsheets we're trying to build, the KPIs we're trying to track, and build the new systems and all these things. If you're a business owner that's trying to scale, you're constantly trying, like this is the time of year where you double down on that, and it's just overwhelming. So for me, it's simple. I do a prioritize and execute spreadsheet, right? And I literally will just add a level to it, and then I look at it on a daily basis. When I feel like I just don't know what to do today, like what the heck am I going to do? It's too much to do. I just take my time, breathe, and prioritize and execute. So if that helps anybody out there, just
It's funny
calm
how
down.
just writing it down can make it obvious what to work on.
I don't know who built that website, but man,
That's hot.
those guys know what they're doing over there.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah. That's
Yeah. I stayed up a lot of nights making that thing. I would be out of business so fast if I built websites. All right.
I want a service
He's
area map.
Michael's never even seen that website.
Can we put a service area map on mine?
Yeah, just the United States.
Don't be jealous.
Yeah. There's the one, God, it's like a video from when we were all back like in high school. And I forget, it's the one where it's like, I'm tired, then take a nap. I don't know if you guys see that one. And at one point they say like, we all over the bitch, like talking about we cover the world. And I think that should be a tagline for us. We all over the bitch.
Well, yeah, let's try it. Let's see if it sticks. I will say, Dan, that Trevor is a model client. He actually, in our leadership meeting last week, we're going through all the websites, and he's like, man, Trevor, comment lighting all over it. Like all the images, all the assets, just did really, really awesome client. I didn't ask about Dan and Best Damn Bookkeeping.
You'll have to talk to my marketing director. She's not home right now, but you have her cell phone number if you need to get a hold of her.
6 months after Dan Site's live, he's like, I think I have like this Latin text on my website. I'm like, dude, I can't write you about it.
I can imagine you would run into people that just have no idea what they want. They don't know how to use ChatGPT to come up with content. They don't know how to track and organize their drive files, right? So it's like, I can imagine it would just be a nightmare.
It's not so much we write the content. The About Us page, we would never write an About Us page for a client.
Yeah.
But it's sometimes our biggest challenge will be they have a drive folder with 6,500 pictures from the entire history of their company that they've taken, and we need like 16. And so,
yeah.
I mean, do you really want us to just pick? Because it's never.
No, I really
never.
don't. I really don't. Yeah, yeah, I get that.
I don't have
All
any.
right, I got the last one.
I don't have any pictures for my website, but
that might be best.
Just you stock. Yeah, you're good. Just you doing this, hold a deer, like
Hold a deer.
Right, so the last one is it.
Hold a deer. Did you say deer or beer?
Hold a deer. Whatever you do. I've actually never touched a deer. So I don't know.
Deer and a beer.
Never touched a deer, he says.
Look at there's the selfie. See? There it is.
I'd hire that guy to do my bookkeeping.
He's a stud.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so here's my last one. Unless something comes up. You gonna interrupt me, Dan, before I get started?
Good job, Michael. Thank you.
Yeah, well done. Very good.
All right, back to marketing. So a lot of seasonal businesses are slow this time of year. One of my coaching calls this morning, home shows came up. I'm not saying you need to do home shows. There are a lot of benefits that I think people overlook in home shows. One of them is you go to a home show and you're an exterior cleaning company or whatever home service business you're in. Who's the B2B connections there? Kitchen and bath, roofing, landscaping, remodeling. And they're all there investing into their business for marketing, and they're trying to grow. Is there any better lead source than a referral or a B2B referral source, especially one that can just continue on forever? Is don't just go after the homeowners and the people that are attending the home show. Take some time to walk around and see which vendors are there and see if there's anybody that you would want to connect with such a great opportunity to have people there and a captive audience that are looking for ways to grow their business right in front of you. So don't overlook the B2B opportunities of home shows, or use your time during the slow season to network with other home service companies who might be slow.
Yeah, I'm gonna piggyback on that. Have a game plan before you do the home show. So B2B, honestly, for pressure washing, this is what I found out. You do not want those clients. The people that are going to home shows in my market, I'm speaking towards. I can't tell you what your market is, but these are tire kickers. They're looking for the free, especially day one. Day one, these people, they just want
They're
the
just
goodie
going around the
bags.
tables. They're just trying to collect shit for free.
If you're giving away pens and koozies and things like that, do not put them on the table till day 2. Trust me, save your money. But these guys, they're coming in, they're tire kicking. But your goal as the owner, it should be to go to every booth, get to know everyone there, get their business card, their contact info, and have a drip campaign ready to roll the day you get back. I actually did the last one we did. I did a live, not live. I've filmed myself talking to the business owners. Said, hey, I really enjoyed our conversation. Nice to meet you. And then I was very intentional about who made the list for that email, and then the follow-ups and the drip campaigns and that kind of stuff. It's be prepared. Don't just go in there and wing it. You're paying thousands of dollars to do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, arguably the best relationships we have are with our peers in so many cases, because like Michael said, like we have so many shared resources, and those referrals are gold. And truthfully, like when we all go to conventions together, it's not standing on the trade show floor having people walk by and be like, ooh, let me try to sell you some shit. Like that's not where it's at.
It's a drink at the bar.
It's a drink at the bar. And it's when nobody else is in the vendor room and we all walk around and BS with each other. Like,
where do you have that drink?
In the cooler right next to my booth, actually, that's where my drink is.
What was
you want me to say bar? You wanted me to say bar?
Did you say bar funny?
Yeah, apparently I say bar funny. Did I say it funny that time or not really? You're looking at me like you want more. You want more ridiculous.
Say it again. Say it again.
We're going to the bar. It sounds like a fucking sheep. Rob, I got a bad East Coast accent here. Bad East Coaster. Rob Anderson's in the house, but he's in the wrong house. Rob, you're in my personal chat. You need to get over to the Best Damn Bookkeeping page. But I will tell you all that Rob wants to say, sup, studs. That's what he says.
So speaking of comments, what's going on with the what is 67?
67 is probably 6'7" would be
6'7".
my guess. This is probably
yeah.
Oh, somebody must have said it.
Somebody got in there.
Gosh, what's going on? Iker Mall.
Jai regulates the YouTube chat now because whatever.
I have to.
Something in the algorithm puts us in front of a bunch of kids with actually this maturity level of the show is probably perfect. The maturity level of the show is probably perfect.
I saw 6'7", Dan. I thought somebody was trying to hack in get your password again.
Oh, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Oh shit.
PP 6, 7, 8, 9.
6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exactly. Because most require that many digits, we got a new segment. We got 20 minutes left. So I think it's time to hey Rob. Well, Rob, you're sitting here commenting on my feed.
Yeah, get on here, dude.
Why don't you get your ass in you got the link. Get in here because we got to play fake news, baby.
You're not gonna let me share my last one?
Oh, I thought that was your last one.
I'm just kidding. We're done.
I was like, wait.
What a jokester. Jai, we need another one. You got to get in here, Jai. I know you're over there somewhere. You got to give us the quad. We need the quad. Here's how this is going to work. Here's the fake news segment. I just found some stupid ass headlines, and there's some business stuff behind them. You guys can choose if we want to go deeper. I didn't even read these articles. I didn't have time. I was just looking for stupid headlines, but I took a word out of the headline. So I'm just going to say blank. And then you guys have to decide what the right word is. It's going to be multiple choice. Here we go. Now Rob's in the right spot. With the why am I blanking on that? What's the movie that's from? Star The hell is that one with the flying Winnebago? The Star Wars spoof movie.
Baseballs.
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs. Yeah.
I couldn't get
Wow.
there. I couldn't get it. Yeah, that's the.
That movie is
Baseballs
forever ingrained in
reference.
my brain. I have an awesome story about that movie.
I'm just dandy. It's a good one. Oh, there we go. Now we got Rob in the house. Dan made me do it. Rob is in the house for fake news. The nice thing about fake news is like we can have as many people as we want in here to fake news. So here's the game. I got 5 fake news headlines. Again, I don't even have context for these stories. I could get it. I do have the blurbs up on a different screen. But I'm basically going to read you the headline, but I'm going to take a word out of it. And then I'll give you multiple choice options. And you got to decide which thing fits the blank.
No cheating, Trevor.
And which ones are fake. Yeah, put your Googles down. Put your Googles
Is it
down.
first right answer wins? Just holler it out. Chaos.
No, I mean we got 5 of them, and so like you get one answer. You know, you got to decide which one you want to go with. We'll give you some time. Jai, do we got music for fake news? We got some like mystery solving music. We got anything? We can
I
cue
have
up?
one.
Yeah, we can probably rip out some. Trevor, you're on mute. You're saying stuff, but you're just on mute, so I don't know what you're saying.
No, I was talking to somebody else. I had something very important happening over here.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Oh yeah, that's some good.
This one. Yeah.
That's
pretty
good.
fake.
That's impressive.
All right. Here's fake news story number 1. You guys ready for fake news story number 1? All right. Headline: Tesla's German gigafactory has a blank problem. One more time. Tesla's German gigafactory has a blank problem. Here's the options. We got a capacity problem, a plumbing problem, a lizard problem, a bird problem. Tesla's German gigafactory has a capacity problem. Tesla's German gigafactory has a plumbing problem. Tesla's German gigafactory has a lizard problem. Or Tesla's German gigafactory has a bird problem. So you got to write down, or you can put it in the private chat. I guess, yeah, it's not like a bidding thing. You guys could just put your things in the private chat. You just would risk influencing somebody else's answer. But
Yeah.
capacity, plumbing, lizard, bird at the gigafactory.
So you want it in the chat? That's the official.
I think it's more fun when it's up on the screen because then people that are watching can like see your thing. I'm gonna read it to them. If it's in the chat, I'm still gonna read it to them. Jesus, Michael is thinking hard over there. He's really, really concerned about Tesla's gigafactory and what they have a problem with.
Or I was just resting my eyes for a second. It's a radio show.
That's
Ebb and
called
flow,
taking a
baby.
nap. Adults like us call taking a nap. We call that.
He was telepathically communicating.
He did ask me a question in the back of my mind. I got some answers coming in the private chat. Jai says bird. Rob says capacity. Trevor says plumbing. Michael, what are you going with?
How do you get it? Bird.
Oh, you did. There it is. There it is. Bird. Somehow, you guys all got that wrong. The correct answer is lizard. Gigafactory. Tesla's
funny.
German gigafactory has a lizard problem.
Is it from the heat? I bet it is.
I don't know.
almost
Like I
said
said, I didn't even read the article.
Well, it's
Whatever.
it's because of
bro.
King Kong. They're being tracked by the radiation of all the batteries.
Fake news.
Hold on. Here we go. This is here it is. Look at. Can't make this shit up. Well, you could make this up. There it is. German court on Friday ruled that Tesla would not be able to clear as much forest as it intended to in order to build its new gigafactory outside Berlin. The court ruled the deforestation would endanger the local population of hibernating sand lizards.
See, but that's a tricky question because the gigafactory I assumed was already built.
It's already built. Yeah, you didn't know. If you would have known they hadn't built it yet, you would have been like sand lizards. Duh. Obviously,
Environment.
it is a sand lizard problem.
All right, moving on.
Oh.
Moving on. Jai, hit me with some suspenseful music. We got fake news story number 2. Now that was like a warm up. Now you're on the flow. Now you get where this is going. Why blank? This is an early blank. Last question was a really late blank. This is an early blank. why blank futures hit record high. What the hell did I write here? Why blank futures hit records and prices may even go higher is how this is supposed to read. I just forgot a comma that made it. I made myself read that like a freaking schmuck. Why blank futures hit records and prices may even go higher. Possible answers could be corn futures, could be orange juice futures, could be beef futures, or could be best damn bookkeeping futures.
Well, that's obvious.
So we only have 3 choices.
It's only a matter of time before we IPO.
Fake news. Fake news.
It's only a matter of time before we IPO. Why corn futures hit records and prices may even go higher? Why orange juice futures hit records and prices may even go higher? Why beef futures hit records and prices may even go higher? Or why best damn bookkeeping futures hit records and prices may even go higher? I think the last one's such a given, like it's probably too obvious. So I'm just going to give you the hint. That's probably not the last one. It's like too obvious. Record prices, baby.
All right, we got 3 answers.
Everybody's
We got what you got over
Quit
there,
cheating,
Rob?
Rob. Looks like he's Googling.
He's looking it up. He looks like he's typing shit into his phone, doesn't he?
You're innocent, just like
You
OJ.
can't
Orange
trust
juice.
Rob.
Go BOJ.
He's going OJ.
All right, what is
Jai,
it?
Jai says corn futures. Trevor says beef. Michael says beef. Rob says OJ. The correct answer is OJ. So Rob definitely was looking it up. Rob was definitely Googling on it.
No, but I will say OJ futures are probably going to go up because if that is even a thing, orange futures, because this snowstorm's going to jack some stuff up. Let's just be honest there.
There's a lot of stuff going on. I did watch there's like a little blip that started playing when I pulled the article up and the video just started going. They got some headwinds in the orange juice fields there. What's interesting though is like oranges don't have a futures market, but orange juice does. That's messed up. I think it's because orange juice you can pasteurize, and so it has a shelf life of a longer time, whereas raw oranges don't have a shelf life. So in futures contracts are they're basically the storage of said thing. And you can store orange juice. You can't store oranges. Not the same though. Rob, on the board. You guys ready for fake news story number 3? Fake news headline number 3. This one's spicy. We got a spicy one here. How the secret 40 billion blank fraud market works. How the secret 40 billion billion with a B blank fraud market works. Is it taxidermy? Art? What are you guys laughing at?
What was after taxidermy? So there's no $40 billion taxidermy market.
It's a secret $40 billion industry, by the way. You wouldn't know about it because it's a damned secret.
I can't do taxidermy then. Because you
Taxidermy?
didn't know about it.
yeah, you know. Is it the secret $40 billion taxidermy fraud? The secret $40 billion art fraud? The secret $40 billion money fraud? Or the secret $40 billion food fraud? Michael's already in. Michael didn't even wait until I read the last one, and he like.
Art. Just do my answer, guys.
Yeah, it's got to be that.
JC and Angela jumping in. They couldn't help but jump into a brand new segment. They just had to be like, "What's going on over here?
What's up?
What? You guys are in Vegas?
Yeah.
Doing Vegas stuff.
Nice.
Let's go.
How's that Playboy suite?
Doing some Vegas shit, and I was like, wait a second, they're on the show. Let's go jump on real quick. So we made it.
You gonna go do 1,000 on black? 1,000 on black, right?
Hey, I got $1,600 I walked away with last night, man.
There you go.
Bull crap.
So you could go do 1,000 on black, and you're still up $600.
Yeah, we played blackjack for 3 hours, lost $300, and then I was like, all right, fuck it, 200 on black, won. 400 on black, won. All right, let's just walk away. No, fuck it, 800 on black, won, walked away. I was like, all right, we're done.
We're good.
That's wild.
Nice work.
Thanks.
Well,
Usually I'm losing, so.
Well, hey, there you go. Now it's I mean, like, it is a losing proposition. You know that, like, gambling is built for you to lose over time. That's kind of how they work. It's
But I think I got free high noon, so it's kind of a win.
Oh, that's a total win. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
So you guys came just in time. We're like halfway through a brand new segment called Fake News Headlines, where I read most of a headline, but I leave a word out. And then I give multiple choice options for what the word is that I left out. So here's the one we're on right now. This is number 3. Rob is the only one on the board so far. Rob's got 1. Nobody else has anything. The fake news headline, or I guess it's a real news headline with 3 fake options and 1 real option. That's how you would describe it.
You'll get it.
It is. Yeah, this is my first time, you guys. It's a tough one. Shut up, Michael. You're laughing at me, man.
It takes you 30 minutes to explain
I thought the
something.
whole headline was supposed to be fake.
You're my business partner. You're supposed to be my man. You're supposed to support me. All right. How the secret $40 billion blank fraud market works. Is it the taxidermy fraud market, the art fraud market, the money fraud market, or the food fraud market? $40 billion, secret $40 billion industry. And Michael said art. Trevor said art. Jai said art. Rob went taxidermy for fake news. Jai is changing his to money. JC
I would have said childcare learning centers, but that's not an option. So.
That's a lot more than 40 million.
Leering.
That's only in Minnesota. That's only in Minnesota.
And it's a lot more than 40 million.
Billion with a B.
40 billion with a B.
With a
Trevor.
B. Jeez,
sorry.
man.
You need to change your answer again.
We'll
B
go
is
with
in
art.
billion.
Give us the instructions again, Dan. I don't think we were listening.
JC and shut it. JC and Angela said art. Once again, we have a 0%er. The correct answer was food. It's the food.
Said that.
It's the food fraud market.
It's art. It's art.
I don't have the news story up in front of me, but what generally happens is it's like they will give fish to a restaurant and say, "Oh, it's red snapper," and it's not. It's
Tilapia.
It's just some
tilapia.
shit.
That's
What's like that's the food fraud market is like when you're at a restaurant, or even at a grocery store, like you're not getting what you think you're getting. You're paying premium dollar for a fake premium thing. You guys ready for number 4? Fake news headlines. Number 4. Jai, hit me with the spicy music. I don't know why I'm saying spicy today. I'm just spiced up. All right, here we go. How the U.S. fixed most of its blank problem. How the U.S. fixed most of its blank problem. Is it its overfishing problem? Is it the obesity problem?
No.
The illegal immigrant problem?
Damn.
Or, yeah, we went there. Or the invasive species problem.
I mean, I think they're all good options.
They are good options. That's why this game's a son of a bitch. That's why Rob's the only one with a point so far. How the U.S. fixed most of its overfishing problem, obesity problem, illegal immigrant problem, or invasive species problem. I mean, you can rule a couple of those out, just based on the way the world is.
Yeah. One of them is definitely not it.
Still a lot of fat people out there.
Yeah.
I throw some softballs in.
They canceled the word fat, so there's no more fat people.
Yeah, you're right. That word's been canceled.
I'm not touching Michael's answer.
Dev, I think we can see your answer sheet here.
If like we were not in public, I would have said other funnier words, but we're in public.
I think there's a lot of people biting their tongue here.
Don't.
There you go.
Jai,
We're in the trust zone. This is the trust zone. This is circle of trust. You can say whatever you want, Michael.
Right. It's not live.
Just between the 5 of us.
Jai, you didn't even get the right answer that time. So, like, you could see it, and you still was it just your subconscious? You were just like, I can't look.
I can't.
All right. Rob
easy,
disappeared for a second. Rob's back. So Jai says,
what's the answer?
Hold on. The options are overfishing, obesity, illegal immigrants, or invasive species. Jai says invasive species. Trevor went overfishing. Rob says illegal. Michael said immigrant. I think they combined.
Immigrant. I can't even spell it.
It's best to just let that die, Michael.
Keep going.
And JC and Angela said
I wanted to put invasive species. but it wouldn't. Get as much
Oh, wait.
We
Are you calling immigrants invasive species, Michael?
Exactly. Exactly.
oh no.
you just say
Technically,
that?
that answer's right for lunch.
Where'd
Michael left the
Michael
street.
go?
Like,
He's out.
I don't know.
Hiding. All right.
no,
There is
I was thinking C and D are almost the same. Sorry.
illegal or considered
Oh.
invasive species. Hey, you
Yep.
know, it's possible. It's
Rob.
possible depending on how you
Okay,
define
what's
it.
the answer?
There is a right answer. We do have a right answer, and it's Trevor with overfishing. Yeah.
I was gonna say that. I started typing that. Dang
Shut
it.
up. Nobody likes the
Yeah.
I was gonna guy.
That was close. All right, hey, it's a tie game. Trevor's got one. Rob's got one. It's like I don't even have a tiebreaker. I'll come up with one if I need one. But we got one more. This is a quick one. Jai, hit me with the suspenseful music. Let's do this. This is question number 5. It's hilarious. We only have 2 points out of 4 questions so far, but maybe everybody will get this one.
Man, it's hard.
This is a tricky one, yeah. Maybe next time I'll do 3 answers instead of 4. Maybe it's the 4 possibilities that make it tricky. All right, here we go. Why blank can fuel inflation? Why blank can fuel inflation? Options are oil exploration, battery development, shipping containers, or public land development. Why oil exploration can fuel inflation? Why battery development can fuel inflation? Why shipping containers can fuel inflation? Or why public land development can fuel inflation? This one's probably the hardest one. After I just read that, I was like, I don't know. I even know what the right answer is, and I don't even know what the hell I would pick. Not a softball. Finishing with a tough one. What do we got here? Rob says shipping containers. Jai says public land. Trevor says battery development. Michael says public land development. JC and Angela says shitting containers. Right? That's what you got? Shitting containers?
Shit containers.
We're talking about in the boundary waters when you get your toilet way out in the middle of the woods. That's a shitting container.
Damn autocorrect.
Mhm,
Autocorrect.
We got a couple right answers on this one. Right answer is shipping containers.
Dang it,
Rob. Rob wins it. Rob with the win. Got 2 points. Just edged it out against Trevor.
Rob
Did
stepped
you-
out. He doesn't count. Rob's not present. He doesn't get the award. Ah, shit.
Why did he change clothes twice during this?
Rob's goblins. Well, he had to put on he knew he was going to win already. So he's like, I got to put on my celebration outfit.
It's
I really
the
thought-
shipping container.
I thought Rob was pooping.
I'm going to a way less cool casino as soon as my wife gets there. So
Nice.
that's why. For a networking event.
All right, beautiful people. It was awesome seeing
Yeah,
all your
black.
faces. Catch
Take
up.
care.
I don't have
See
a
you,
bucket
Michael.
under my desk.
Trevor,
so
you
gotta
lost. Haha.
Thanks, Rob.
Rubbing it in. I have this guy's name already came up on the show today, but Sean Day is joining me tonight. I don't know the last time I actually had Sean on my late night podcast. Like I do so much stuff with Sean. Like we work on the same business together all the time. But I forget that like I can have him on my podcast. See, Trevor. So I got Sean Day on the show tonight. We're gonna be talking all things recruiting. We're gonna be like teaching how to do it, going over mistakes that we see, going over like what works that we see. And I talk about it a lot on this show, but with Sean, it will be a deep dive. Who knows how many hours we're gonna spend like really going deep on how to get your recruiting right, what to be looking for, what to be looking against, or what to be looking for that's good and what to be looking for that's bad. What I'm trying to say. Super pumped to get Sean on tonight and catch up with him. 3-episode week, Jai. Did you know that? Did you know I did an episode last?
Yeah. Yesterday, I saw it.
Just bonus time. We're catching up after the holidays. We got some catching up to do. Business nerds, you guys know what to do. Work smarter and harder. Go earn some pride. I'll see you back here in like 4 hours when Sean and I nerd out together. Peace.